What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Words with Wade podcast, episode 108? No, 107.
107.
I, of course, am your host, Wade Blogs. 108? 107. No, we didn't count the last episode. So, yeah. We'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm, of course, your host, Wade Blogs, a.k.a. Mr. Quid Pro Quo, a.k.a. the...
Wait for it.
Wade Blogs. Joining me, well, actually, Ari's not here, because I always swing it to Ari right now. You know, be like, hey, join me here. No, Ari's not here. She'll be back next week. We hope. But as you can see from the safari in Zamunda, the jungles of Wakanda, G is here. So a lot happened. I do want to shout out to Uncut Nation because I've gotten a lot of positive feedback about the special episode we've done last week. So shout out to everybody who checked it out. We really appreciate the feedback. We really appreciate the love. It was heartfelt. And, of course, rest in peace to Nip, of course.
Of course.
Like I said earlier, me and G talking before the show, like all week we've been listening to nothing but Nip. So, and I just came back from where I usually go this time of year.
Bamadan.
I still have a Bamadan hangover, but that happens for the first couple of days after you leave Bamadan. But I'll be all right. You know, after you leave, you just wanna be surrounded by strippers all day because that's just kind of like I'm not used to women with clothes. So I got used to this.
Get the fuck out of here.
You know, it's a different environment when you go to a club, a strip club, and your peoples own it. Not even your peoples, like your family. You know what I'm saying? And like it's like in reality, I have maybe 2 cousins in my whole entire family I fuck with. My cousin CeeLo in Georgia. What up, CeeLo? And bam. The rest of them, we aight. But so when I fuck with Bam, like I was in his wedding and everything, that's my dude. So when I go down there and he's like, hey, you got an open tab, whatever you want, I don't drink nothing. And he's telling everybody, hey, that's my cousin, that's my cousin, that's my cousin. It's a different vibe. It's a completely different vibe when you got to leave that. It's very intoxicating.
I believe it.
You know what I'm saying? So I encourage anyone who has family that owns a strip club to enjoy it. Because I said it like it's a rare thing, right? It's very, very intoxicating. You come back home and you want everybody to be a stripper. They talk to you differently, too. When your family own the club, they're like, oh, hey, how you doing? They're nice to you.
Oh, yeah. Very polite. The customer service is amazing.
Impeccable. My God. It was like, oh, you want an orange juice, sir? Sure, you're right. You're absolutely right, man. You're absolutely right. Anyway, we're on the tangent. Let's get into what y'all came here for. The rundown. So, last week's episode, special episode, we talked about the assassination of brother Nipsey Hussle, and a lot of things have developed since last week. The assailant, I'm thinking of a good word for it without being overly technical. I went to law school for a year. Never mind that. The assassin, yeah, there we go. The assassin was in court. He was arraigned in court on a $7 million bond. And I was thinking, dude from the streets, they say he got mental issues. He probably have a public defender or something. Something like, we can get this thing over with real quick. Because, you got public defender, you going to jail.
For the most part, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do about that. You going to jail. But lo and behold, he has what people like to call a celebrity attorney. Not just any celebrity attorney.
Nope.
He has Chris Darden. The Uncut Nation, I get some of y'all pretty young. Y'all may not know who Chris Darden is. Let me explain. In, what was this, 96?
96.
96, 97, somewhere around there.
Whenever they're damn older than was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 96, 97, O.J. Simpson was on trial for murder. And Chris Darden.
97.
97?
That sounds better.
It sounds right. Chris Darden, O.J. Simpson was on trial for murder. And Chris Darden was one of the defense attorneys for the state, meaning he was trying to put O.J. in jail. Well, now it appears.
Oh, shit, we both wrong. That shit was 95.
95? Shit.
Yeah, October 2nd, 1995.
Now that I'm thinking about it, that does sound right. I was in, yeah, never mind. So yeah, 95. So yeah, Chris Darden was one of the defense attorneys for the state of California trying to put OJ in jail. Well, now, 20 years later, he is a he's a defense attorney. He's trying to keep his client, the assassin, this guy, dude, out of jail. Dude pled guilty. No, he pled not guilty.
Yeah, he pled not guilty.
And they lowered his bail to $5 million, which I don't get the point of that. Like, his bail was $7 million initially. Let's lower it to $5 million. He's still not getting out.
Nah, not at all.
Like, why would you even do that? Like, hey, he's not getting out.
Hey, look. If he come up with 5 and get released, that's it. It's over.
If he comes up with 5, but that begs the question, though. And listen, last week we talked about it on the show. Big conspiracies about Nipsey, Dr. Sebi, and this and this and that and this and that. And y'all know me, Uncle Nation. I'm conspiracy theory Wade. I see conspiracies where you don't see conspiracies. But I gotta be honest. Last week I told y'all.
This seemed a little fishy.
Yeah, last week I told y'all there was no conspiracy. This week I'm telling you. How does a guy from the street who has recorded mental issues afford such a high-priced attorney like Chris Darden? Like, yeah,
that's wild.
And then some people were saying online that he be doing some pro bono work just for publicity. No. If you go online and research, because these things are online, it says he's been retained, meaning his fee has been paid. Someone's paying him to represent this guy. Now, I could be like, hate Chris Darden for doing his job and representing someone who hurt the culture, but I'm sure in Chris Darden's head, he's an older black man. He probably don't even know who Nipsey is. So I'm sure he's not thinking like, oh yeah, I'm doing this against the culture. He just think I'm trying to be famous.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it strikes me as fishy, as odd, as conspiracy-ish that this guy, who, from all reports, was quote unquote, what did he say? He's a little off.
Yeah.
That he could afford such a high-priced attorney.
Well, anybody in his circle can afford it.
Exactly. Like he's the alleged killer of someone as high recognizable as Nipsey. I would think people in his circle would stay away from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you fucked up. I can't help you in this one. You fucked up.
I can't do nothing for you.
Like, you fucked up. I can't touch you.
I expected that nigga to get railroaded.
I'm surprised he's still alive. I'm surprised they were able to arrest him.
Yeah. I mean, they caught him trying to check himself into a mental health institution. So he knew he needed protection. He just didn't want to go to jail. That's why he turned himself in. And
they caught him, they said 20 minutes away from where it was happening at. So he didn't get that far. So I don't know if this was all a plan. I'm going to show you how crazy I am.
It's possible. But you figure if they was going to use the insanity plea, they would have did that right up front.
I feel like that's really the only plea you got. Now you can say, well, maybe the video evidence wasn't admissible in court. You can say that, but that would throw all the video evidence from every other court case in the world. You can say maybe they couldn't recognize him from the video, but remember we talked about this last week. There's another camera angle that we, the public, haven't seen.
Yeah, and they got eyewitness accounts.
So I really don't know what defense he has. Like, what is the defense going to say? The only thing, like you said, they can do the insanity plea, but I think they would have played it then as the arraignment.
Yeah, it would have been up front. I think that's what everybody was expecting. All I know is he better not Jussie Smollett this joint.
And when you say that, what do you mean?
I mean, like, they better not just drop charges or this nigga just walk scot-free out the goddamn courthouse.
I go one further. He better not get a light charge. If he gets something like 5 years probation or, something super light.
He's gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, it pains me to say that because at the end of the day, he's still a black man.
Right.
But I don't see the forgiveness. I'm gonna put it that way. I don't see the forgiveness in his future. Whether however long he go to jail, whether he get probation, he's not safe.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Now Nipsey's grandmother, they spoke to her, and she, of course, she's an older black woman, and older black people, they're Christian, they do all this good stuff. She forgave him already, but I don't see the hood. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't see him coming back to the hood.
That can kill him.
Yeah. I don't see him coming back to the hood. Like, oh yeah, it's cool. We're cool now. I don't see that.
Yeah.
I don't see him being safe in California.
That's a good point.
Like, even if he goes to jail, it's a chance they're going to get him in jail. He has to be in solitary like 23 hours a day.
Yeah.
Something else? Go ahead, Jay.
I'm about to say shit, they can still get you there too.
That's true too. They'll get you worse then because there's nowhere for you to run.
Exactly.
Especially you in there with lifers, they ain't got nothing to lose anyway.
Not at all. And I'm pretty sure some of them listen to the music.
I'm sure that's a fact. I'm 100% sure a lot of them dudes in there is fans of Nip. So we'll watch the story as it develops, but it's starting. And listen, y'all, I know what I said last week, and I don't believe that Nip was killed for Dr. Sebi. That sounds crazy. But this looks fishy. That's the only way I can say it. This looks fishy. Something's not right here. And Uncle Nation, we're gonna watch this because I guarantee you something else is gonna happen that we're gonna look at like, hold on, that's not right.
Yep.
Like somebody had posted a picture on Instagram that showed a picture when he got arrested, the assailant, and then 2 days later he got arrested and he had a crew cut, and 2 days later when his arraignment he had a fro. It was like, how his hair grow that fast? Like they're going in on this stuff. So, like I said, I don't believe everything, but I can tell you, just me, and I'm conspiracy theory Wade here. The only thing I'm really questioning at this point is how he afford that lawyer. That's fishy.
I agree.
Now, something I guess good you can say came out of this, and I hate to use the term good, but something I haven't personally seen, me being a California native. I grew up in California for less than half of my life now. But anyway, the Crips and Bloods united. I haven't seen this since 92, 93, after the Rodney King riots. Like the peace treaty where...
Well, when did they execute Tookie?
Tookie was killed, I want to say 97? No, that sounds too far. Let's see. Because
I thought they came together for that, too.
Let's see. Tookie Williams was killed on 2005. 2005. So,
yeah, I might be wrong. But I thought they came together for that, too. When they, during the time of his last appeal and all of that.
Yeah, I wasn't home, so I can't say. And social media wasn't what it is now, so I don't remember. But I do remember the peace treaty. Alex said, 92, 93. I was there, so I remember this. If I'm not dating myself a little bit, it was after the Rodney King riots, and like we the Crips and Bloods had decided that we was going to try to stick together, peace treaty, no more killing each other. That lasted for a while, and 25 years later, Nipsey, through death, brought them together again. Even the Nation of Islam was out at the Marathon store, marching and celebrating and keeping it peaceful, giving out copies of the Final Call with Nipsey on the cover, because a lot of people are unaware, and I don't know if I'm breaking news here, but Nipsey was Muslim. You don't know
Yeah,
that.
I don't think a lot of people knew that either.
I mean, he walked around with a chain of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I don't know. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't pay attention to stuff like that. So the Nation of Islam was there in force. The Fruit of Islam is a beautiful sight. Just a peaceful thing. It's becoming the memorials that are popping up around the country. They even had one here in Virginia. Justin and his people were responsible for it. They had one last Saturday. They're having one. It's like every major city just pops up a memorial to celebrate the life of Nipsey. And I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this.
Nope.
Even with Pac, and we all know I'm Pacaholic. This wasn't, and maybe because it's the advent of social media, we can see more. But this wasn't even like that back with Pac when Pac passed.
Yeah. I think it was felt, but definitely social media plays a part in it, because like you said, you can see it all now. But like you said, they had one in Virginia. They had one outside of Kodak Black's concert.
Yeah, we definitely gonna get to that. We'll get to that later. Let me be what's the word? I don't know. Let me be fair. We'll get to Kodak a little later, because we definitely gotta talk about him. It was announced today, I believe. I posted it on my Instagram, and I got it from the Marathon store. But everybody's posting it. It's not like you can only go to my page and see it. But Nipsey's funeral is going to be at the Staples Center on Thursday, April 11th, from 10 a.m. to 12. Free tickets are available at staplecenter.com/Nipsey Hussle. So it's free to the public. Be respectful. Don't try to sell no flyers or nothing crazy like that. They're giving these tickets away. Go and show your love. Go and show your respect for an honorable man, Nipsey Hussle. And I know we were talking earlier, G. They said the last time they had a funeral at the Staples Center, when was this?
2009. It was Michael Jackson.
Yeah, so this just shows you the level of notoriety and respect Nipsey had. If the last few weeks haven't shown you how much the world loved and respect Nip, then I don't know what else is going to show you. Like, this guy was well respected.
Highly.
Like, he like I said before, he did everything the right way. And when you do everything the right way, people will remember that. You move the right way. You talk the right way. He was well respected. And the world...
Well, for the people who understand what respect is, it's not little gremlin motherfuckers just running around.
But that's key what you said. For the people who understand what respect is, these new niggas, yeah, no.
Fucking weirdos.
Yeah, they all weirdos. So let's get into the weirdo shit. Kodak Black, as we alluded to earlier, and I'm sure a lot of you know this, Uncut Nation, released a video. Well, he went live on Instagram, and apparently there was some comments. I'm not going to repeat the comments. I'm not going to play the video. There was the comments made toward Lauren London, Nipsey's widow, his wife, because we learned that they got married, and just some things that were out of pocket, some things that didn't need to be said, and a couple of prominent figures in our community, in our culture, decided to check the little dude. Tip, Tank. I saw Tank did a video.
Yeah, Tank's video was more reserved and laid back on some, look, bro, just about to mess up your business. You got to fix this. You know, listen to your people around you that's giving you good advice. Like, because one of the homeboys in the video was trying to tell him not to say it at all.
Right.
And then the other one was like, yo, it's too early. It's too early for you to be talking like that.
And I was arguing with a dude about this earlier. It was like, and he was like, what? His point was, hey, what Kodak said wasn't disrespectful. And I was like, it's not only disrespectful, it's tactless. Like, did he say anything derogatory towards London?
No.
Laura? No. But let's keep it a buck here, Uncut Nation. Nip hasn't even been put in the ground yet. Like, no one is thinking about getting with Lauren London right now. That is you know what I mean? Respect her. Respect that family. Give them time to mourn, live their life. Do they have 2 kids or 1 kid together?
What, together?
Yeah.
I believe they had 2 together and 1 each from previous situations.
Yeah, because I know she has one with Wayne, right? But I know he
had his first child was a daughter, I believe.
Right. And they have a son together.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but it's just a matter of respect. Respect out of that man. That family is grieving. You don't make any comments towards her. But this is also the same dude that said he want to fuck young M.A. Like, and then when your OGs, when people that are respected, when Tip says something, and to me, I was explaining to somebody who's not familiar with Nipsey, I said, Nipsey was kind of the West Coast Tip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you look at it that way, a little more street than Tip, because Tip is kind of, and we know why Tip is kind of left the street rap, because he has cases. But, you know, Tip kind of makes music for the women now, but Nipsey can still do that. But very similar in what I say. Somebody has said Nipsey was like the West Coast Rick Ross. I think it's more like Tip. Just my opinion.
Yeah, I could see that comparison more than Ross.
Yeah. It's just
It's just in poor taste.
That's the best word for it. It's poor taste.
And I think the thing that added insult to injury about it is when they addressed him, like Tip addressed him, Tank, and then Game said something.
Yeah.
He want to fire back and try to be the tough guy, like he can't understand why they saying something to him, like and then then had the nerve to actually apologize later, but still be like, I ain't say nothing offensive.
Like, he gave a fake ass apology, which is, you know, y'all know Uncarnation. I always say, hey, if you're sorry, then I can forgive you. But no, like, that was a fake. You know, there's no sincerity in that. Like, I'm sorry if you got offended. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, no, nigga, no. And what's
that's basically like you said. Sorry you got offended, but I said what I said.
Exactly. And then he said, all you other niggas trying to check me or little boy me. No, nigga, you are a little boy.
Like the whole. That's like the right before you say something disrespectful, you be like, well, with all due respect.
Exactly.
Everybody know you about to say some real disrespectful shit.
No disrespect, but
yeah.
Like, but it further accentuates the time honored problem, and I want to say time honored, the timeless problem we have of the new culture and the young culture. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be that way. Kodak could have literally said, like, yo, man, you know what? My fault. Didn't mean that. No disrespect, Lauren. No disrespect to the family. And that's it. He didn't have to continue and say, well, hey, y'all, I don't care about what y'all gonna say. Y'all know I'm at. Y'all know I'm gonna be at. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
See,
I'm about to say he went into all that. Like, I'm in Georgia right now.
See, shit like that is what get niggas touched. And I'm not wishing nothing on nobody, so don't get me wrong. I had nation, knock on wood, blah, blah, blah. Because we're talking about losing somebody. So I'm not trying to lose anybody else. But it's like a kid sometimes. Sometimes you gotta get your ass beat. You know what I'm saying? You know when like little kids start acting up, sometimes you just gotta get a whipping.
Yeah.
Just to get your mind right. Just saying. I'm not an advocate for violence. Because I've been told I'm a very violent person. I'm not an advocate for violence. I'm just saying, I'm giving you the analogy. Sometimes you have a little kid that's acting up and throwing a tantrum. You give them a beating and they fine.
That's fine. He getting his whooping.
He definitely getting his whipping in there because it's messing with his money.
Exactly.
That's all young dudes would care about.
It won't nobody pulled up on him and it was a fight and all of that. He getting his whooping in that bank account in his pocket.
Now, the first station I want to say that decided, yo, we're pulling the music, we're not fucking with you. Power 106, California radio station. Shout out to the LA Leakers. Just Incredible and them Sour Milk. They decided, hey, I'll actually read the tweet. I said, hey, we stand with the family of Nipsey Hussle and are appalled by the disrespectful and poor comments made by Kodak Black. With that, Power 106 will no longer support Kodak Black's music. Period, point blank. Power 106 is, for y'all who don't know, who are not on the West Coast, is one of the major West Coast radio stations. So, for my East Coast listeners, it's like if Hot 97 said, we're not playing your music no more. You can live, but that hurts.
Yep. Shoot. Big Boy from Big Boy's Neighborhood just said something about it. So.
Right. I was going to him. Big Boy said he's not playing the music anymore. A club in L.A., V Live, said, hey, Kodak Black's music would not be played in no V Live America club. Like, this is a trend.
Yep.
Today.
They took down his the art in the trap museum too.
Exactly. So the backlash is serious. Like, I need Kodak. I know he's a young dude. He don't care. He's got money. You know, young dudes get money, don't care, blah, blah, blah. But somebody need to be in his corner and be like, dude, you're fucking your money up.
Yep.
Not to mention you have a rape trial coming up in July. Get your shit right. Because now all this is admissible in court. This is public. This is for public consumption. All this fuck shit you're doing. What do you think? You're painting the image. So when the jury sees Kodak Black, the last thing they're going to see is this fuck shit you're doing.
Yep.
Somebody advised that man. I heard he's backed by some powerful Haitians in Florida, Sapase, all that good stuff. Somebody get in his ear and tell him to shut up.
Quickly.
Because he's only hurting himself. And I predict more stations are going to join in and boycott Kodak Black. It's going to be really bad for him if he don't fix this shit. Next one.
He gonna be R. Kelly status.
Exactly. He's going to be R. Kelly status. R. Kelly is non-gratis everywhere. You can't even find R. Kelly on streaming sites anymore. That's going to happen to Kodak. And then on top of that, he's about to go to jail. Listen, young man. You might want to get your affairs in order now because you're messing up your money. You got to come out of jail one day.
Yeah.
You won't be able to make a living.
You better call 6 9's travel agent.
That's a fact. You want to be respectable and make a living when you get out of here because you're going to jail. Unless you start ratting, which I don't put that over nobody. These dudes be ratting. In brighter news, it is festival season, Uncut Nation. As y'all know, we're based in Virginia. You know, Pharrell's Festival, the Something in the Water Festival, is coming at the end of this month. But there's another festival, the Revolve Festival, is it?
Yeah, Revolve.
Well, TDE, and we all know, hey, if Wade is anything, Wade is Team TDE. Get Top on the phone. Anyway, they're they're headlining the Revolve Festival. G, what do you have on the Revolve Festival?
Let's see. It's actually starting this week. It's from the 11th to the 14th in La Quinta. Let's see. SZA, Schoolboy Q, J-Rock, Zakari, and Reason. They're all performing Saturday night. Let's see. They got their own stage. They're going to have a special performance with 2 Chainz. Let's see who else is on the bill. Let's see, Offset, Ray Schmurda, Rich the Kid. Let's see who else. Gunna, Tiger, Kitty Cash, Shawty. That's just a few of the people. Like, some of them are performing on the 14th. Unfortunately, from everything that I've seen, Dot's not going to be there, but he's probably still on tour because, as we spoke about earlier offline, when his video where he took a moment of silence for Nip, I want to say he was in like Amsterdam or something, so he probably still overseas.
Yeah, so that's kind of disappointing, but listen, you still got the entire TDE fam. Go check it out. They're not a one-man team. They're a fairly balanced team, y'all. Check it out. Revolve Festival. And where is it again? You said it was in
La Quinta.
La Quinta. I think tickets are available now. Check it out. It's lit. It's a lit situation. I like I said, I came from Amadon. Totally forgot the Dreamville Festival was this weekend. So on my way back, I had to drive through that traffic.
That shit was dope.
Yeah, I wish I would have known and thought more of it. I would try to stop there because I was in traffic there. I drove through Fayetteville, so I was there, but just didn't. I was focused on one thing: strippers, big booty strippers. Continuing on the rundown here. The rundown. Okay, Uncut Nation. If you follow this show for the last year or so, we kind of have this inside joke. When anytime things get dull or whatever, just out of nowhere, G or Ari would just bust out with a
fuck the Beehive
out of nowhere, right? So Beehive, listen, this is for y'all. This is our piece, right?
We'll give y'all one.
You definitely get this one because it was an amazing thing. So apparently, Beyonce, Queen Bee, Miss Carter, hey Miss Carter, was in conversations with different sneaker companies to relaunch her company Ivy Park, the clothing company. And actually, I'll let ESPN tell you what happened. Let's get some volume here.
Having an imprint on the company, impact in terms of diversity. I had heard a great story about how, throughout this process over the last year or two, she had discussed with Under Armour, with Reebok as well. Jordan at one point was interested in maybe partnering with her. And she had a meeting at Reebok, and they had a whole presentation of everything, potential products, how this could all look. And she kind of took a step back and said, is this the team that will be working on my product? And somebody said yes. And she said, nobody in this room reflects my background, my skin color, and where I'm from and what I want to do. And so she kind of took a step back and left, and then it did not come to terms.
That's an amazing story, because it's one thing to talk about, I want representation, I want diversity, but for a company not to realize, by the way, with Beyonce's track record, we better put people in the room, we better elevate people who can do the job, and to be able to do the job, you have to be coming from where she's coming from.
That's a powerful thing. Like, if you didn't understand, she was in the meeting room with Reebok, and she was like, hey, these people in here can be working on my shoes? Somebody was like, yeah, this your team right here. All these people work for you, Beyonce. We work for you. Why ain't no sisters in here? Ain't no black people in here at all. You know what? I'm out.
And that was really funny to me is I wonder if because of that situation is did Reebok like really switch their approach? Because Ross got a Reebok deal, Dot got a Reebok deal, and there's somebody else who got a Reebok deal.
A couple people.
So I'm really wondering, it's just like, damn, we fucked up.
That's amazing.
We could have had Beyonce and we fucked up.
Couple questions.
We're not gonna let that shit happen again.
Yeah, they have switched their MO, especially even if I don't think you can even fake that, because I think if, let's say there was one sister in the room, Beyonce would be like, hey, I want her to do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just have somebody in the room just to have them in the room for show. They got to be somebody that's actually involved in the process. What I don't know.
I would actually go with somebody that's actually involved in the process.
Exactly. What I'm curious of, and this is something I haven't seen nobody else online talk about, but isn't Jay like the president of Puma? Like, didn't they make Jay like the president of something in Puma?
Well, I know they did the president of Def Jam. I don't know if it was a Puma. Let's see.
Yeah, let's look that up really quick. Because when I thought about that, I was like, hold on, so why the fuck she's not at Puma?
Let's see, Jay-Z, president of Puma.
Oh,
yep.
I see it. No, he's the president of basketball operations.
Yeah, president of Puma basketball.
Okay, so I guess.
Hold on.
They could have still worked together.
I want to confirm something.
I think they could have still worked together. While you looking that up, I'm curious to see.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay. What you got?
The S. Carter's was Reebok.
Yeah, and the G units, yeah. So maybe things have changed.
I was just wondering, like, so y'all had Jay, tried to get Beyonce and fucked that up.
Here's what I'm curious of, and in the conversation we just heard, the clip, he said she's met with Under Armour, she met with this people, she met with Jordan. Like, Beyonce Jordans would have been lit.
Oh, them shits would have flew.
So why didn't, it's Jordan. Mike's black.
I don't know. I guess maybe she wanted to be under that moniker. Because, like, even though, like, if you do a Jordan shoe, it's still a Jordan shoe. You just have your version of a Jordan shoe.
Exactly.
It's like Drake has a version of a Jordan. But at the end of the day, it's still a Jordan.
Exactly.
So it's just kind of still in the Jordan shadow.
She could have signed with Nike. That would have been dope. I'm just looking because I don't wear Adidas. So I'm just thinking, like, I'm not going to wear Beyonce shoes anyway, but... You know
I hope not, nigga.
I'm just thinking, like, I still got to buy them for my kids. So, you know what I mean? It's a Nike and Jordan household. So now I got to buy Adidas.
Man, shit. I fuck with the Adidas.
All day.
I got a pair that I just bought probably about 3 weeks ago.
The last pair I had was like shell toes.
Shell toes is still dope, though. They always going to be dope.
Yeah, but that was a while. I think I was in high school when I bought those. And that was a long fucking time ago.
Shell toes is to Adidas what Flaves are to Nike. And
that's
for
a fact.
Uncut Nation, for the people who don't speak Richmond lingo, Flaves are Air Force Ones.
Facts. We call them what? Uptowns.
I'm about to say, for y'all New York niggas, Uptowns.
Yeah.
For Tidewater, Fatheads.
DCs. Yeah, it had a lot of different names. But yeah.
Give me two
Facts. So I'm curious to see the Adidas collaboration, and quiet as kept, Adidas has a great line of creators. They have Pharrell, they have Push, They have Beyonce. All the kind of, I don't want to say odd, but all the unique individuals in the NBA are now with Adidas, like Damian Lillard and quiet as kept. They have a nice roster. So
yeah.
I'm really interested to see what they're going to do.
Yeah.
It looks like that's the place where creators go. That's the image I think they're trying to put out there.
Dreamville.
Let's see what else we got here. This was retarded. This was retarded in the retarded, and I should stop saying retarded. That's not politically correct, right? I don't know. Atlanta, the great city of Atlanta, released a statement talking about bringing Freaknik back. For those of you who are not old enough to remember, Freaknik was, I can't describe Freaknik.
It was a big ass fucking horse.
It was a strip club on the streets. Like the whole city was like a strip club, and strip clubs in my mind right now. Essentially, the whole city was a strip club. Women walk around, bikinis. People were fucking out in public. It was lit. I actually went to one Freaknik. I'm dating myself again. I went to the last Freaknik, actually. It was my first trip to Atlanta. Shout out my cousin CeeLo. So they're talking about bringing Freaknik back with a twist.
With a twist.
They want it to be more family friendly.
Which was the dumbest fucking thing to say.
Benji, I don't know how you can make a strip club family friendly, because that's essentially what it is.
I don't know. Maybe they got a section for you to bring the kids, and they play in like the bouncer area or some shit. How they doing some strip clubs? They babysit in the back.
And then they're saying they don't want to be associated with the Freaknik of the past. So me and G was talking.
Freaknik at all.
Let's call it something different then. If you don't want that connotation of Freaknik, then call it something else.
Well, when you just say, "Hey, we're thinking about bringing a new festival," why even bring up Freaknik?
Like it's the craziest thing in the world to say, "Hey, we're bringing this back," but it's nothing like before.
Exactly.
Why? No, don't do it then.
Well, no association with what it was. Exactly. We're bringing it back.
Exactly. So y'all come check out Freaknik, but not the Freaknik y'all know. It's a new Freaknik.
That's like them keep changing the name of the strip club in Newport News on Jefferson. Like, nigga, it's the same club. It's the same people that work there.
Exactly the same people. They keep putting up a sign saying under new management. No, it's not. It's the same people.
No, it's not. Cut the shit, yeah.
It's the same people. What else we got here? Flying through this. Drake. I think we talked about this before on a previous episode. I don't remember. But Drake and Future were online hinting to rumors of dropping What a Time to Be Alive Part 2, Volume 2, or the second one, or whatever they're going to call it.
Yeah, I ain't listened to the first one, truthfully.
I like the first one. A couple strip club songs on there. Strippers.
Oh, Lord. See what you did, Bam?
Shout out to Bam. Oh, speaking of which, sidebar. Unca Nation, Bam want me to let y'all know that he apologizes for almost killing me.
What the fuck?
Because y'all know I told the story on this on the podcast last year when I went down there, and he was drunk. He didn't see me, and I walked up behind him, and he pulled a gun over me. He was like, "Who is this?" And I was like, "Nigga, put the gun down." And he's like really embarrassed because everybody laughed about the story. So he apologizes to Unca Nation for trying to kill me. He said it was a mistake. He wanted me to say that. So bam, I said it. Happy? He was drunk. He was scared. I don't know. Anyway. What a Time to Be Alive 2. No release date. I can't say I'm looking forward to it. I think Future is 15 minutes almost up. You know what I mean? And I like Future. But
his shit. He almost got Kodak Black before Kodak Black.
With that Nipsey Hussle comment, yeah.
Exactly. That was just fucking dumb.
Yeah, that was retarded.
Yeah, like I've been trying to tell y'all for years, we do, we've been doing, you ain't did a fucking thing. And damn, I wish I would have screenshotted it so I could shout out the motherfucker who called him on this bullshit. Like, nigga, you don't even do shit for your kids. Talking about you do something for the community. Shut the fuck up.
Future said, yeah, they don't make them like us anymore. If you don't shut the fuck up, what'd you do? Future, you my guy, but what the fuck?
Not my guy at all. Never was.
No, hey, the thing with Future is, with me, is I don't think I'm intoxicated enough to like Future. I think you got to have some kind of inebriation to get into his shit. And I don't drink or smoke, so it's kind of like...
I drink, and I ain't been that drunk. I've been at the bottom of a fifth by myself. I ain't been that drunk. I'll let some of his shit rock. Most of the time, if I'm listening to him, it's because he's featured on the song of somebody that I fuck with.
Right.
Like, off the top of my head, I cannot honestly say I own a Future project.
I can, unfortunately. I have a couple Future projects.
I don't. If I have one, excuse me, if I have one, it's literally one.
So, I mean, What a Time to Be Alive 1 was okay. It wasn't good enough to demand a sequel. That's what I'm trying to say. It was okay. It was like, yeah, this is a couple of joints up here. But that's it. I'm not gonna say I'm looking forward to the sequel, but I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it comes, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, let's check this out. But I'm not gonna rush back to the shit. I'm not gonna rush to the stores for it. I'm not gonna be on my phone at 12 o'clock when it drops. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, download this shit now. This shit is classic. Nah.
Neither am I. Like, I fuck with Drake, but he hasn't done anything lately for real to impress me. Like, I'm gonna keep it all the way above. His last project, that was solid to me was If You're Reading This, It's Too Late.
I think, damn, that was a while ago. I think Drake right now is on the verge of trying to find the next big thing. Because if you look at his last two projects, Scorpion, and before that was The Playlist, he experimented a lot with the UK sound and the world. I think he's trying to be ahead of the curve and find what's next for everybody else gets on it. I think that's where he's at in his life right now, in his career trajectory. Because,
yeah, I can agree with that.
Because If You're Reading This, Is Too Late, that was kind of ahead of trap music. Like, before trap took off like that album was really mostly a lot of trap beats, a lot of trap flows, and he dropped it before people really caught on to the wave. Now it fits right. Now that album fits right into today's climate. So now he's trying to find, I think that's where he's at now, just my personal opinion. I think he's trying to find the next wave before it starts. And I mean,
no argument here.
I mean, that's a smart way to go. It's just, I hope he hurry up and find it. Because...
yeah, right now, it's not it, B.
Yeah. It's mad quiet for you, Aubrey. Mad quiet. I need you to find what's next really quick, my guy. Because ever since Push started talking, y'all know. Speaking of sequels, earlier this month, a lot of things happened this month, so we kind of missed this. It was the 20th anniversary or some anniversary of Usher's Confessions. And apparently, him and JD have been on Instagram like for the last week or two in the studio, and they're posting hashtags C2. They haven't outright said it, but a lot of people are assuming he's talking about Confessions too. First Confessions was lit. Super lit. Have it, had it. Great album.
Yes.
First question is, what else does he have to confess? And I don't know. I feel funny about artists following up great projects with a sequel. You know what I mean? Especially years later. Like, if you'd have dropped Confessions 1, then write Confessions 2, okay. But this is 20 years later.
Yeah. I mean, even though it's not his sophomore album, it's still the second in a sequence.
Mm-hmm.
So it can still, my opinion, you still got that sophomore jinx.
And considering his last album, that project with Metro Boomin, that wasn't really that well received. We even talked about it on this show. Like, it was a lot of him trying to be like a young guy. You know, a lot of trap music beats, a lot of contemporary things. It sounded like it was Black's CD. It just wasn't.
Well, I did like the him and Zaytoven joint.
Mm-hmm.
I did like that joint. Even though I don't think they consider that an album, they probably consider that more of a mixtape or EP. I don't think that's his discography as an album, but I did like that project.
I mean, they had a couple joints up there, but overall, I guess we hold Usher. We talked about this a couple of episodes ago. Like, Usher, at a moment in time, was the king of R&B, so we hold him to that standard. And I just felt that drop that was lackluster. So I'm curious to see what Confessions is. He got JD with him. I think he got Rico Love writing with him too. And y'all know I'm a big Rico Love fan. Shout out to Rico Love.
Yeah, Rico. He got a nice pen game. I can say I like how he writes.
Yeah, I'm a huge Rico Love fan. I've been a fan of Rico Love for a while. So if he got Rico on the project, he got JD. It bring back that Confessions vibe. I'm all for it. I'm curious to see what he can confess. Because if you remember back then, the whole room was like this whole thing was true, but it wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't really true, but it was true. So I'm curious to see what he can do to get everybody in. Because the first single was but then when he dropped the song Confessions and he confessed stuff, like what else can he confess? You know what I'm saying? It got to have that hook. Like, yeah, especially in today's social media, people want to be messy and be nosy. What else you got to tell us? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I'm curious to see. I support Usher. That's my guy. I said that before. That's my guy. So I'm gonna buy it because that's my guy. But I want to hear it. I want to see what he got. I want to hear some singles. Give me some music, Usher. Play some music. I'm with the music. So we have this thing here when we talk about biopics. Like, we always say, who's going to have the next biopic? I don't remember who I said last. But we always talk about who could be a really good. Every time a good biopic or biopic or however the fuck you pronounce it comes out, we always wonder and speculate who they're going to do next. Because right now, everyone's doing hip-hop. Hip-hop has the best biopics. So hip-hop in the early R&B, like the New Edition biopic, was lit. NWA biopic was lit. Pac had a biopic. These things are, so it's natural for them people to pick from that era, that generation, that time period. Well, according to the interwebs, the internets, I heard Salt and Pepper are going to be next on the biopic train. And I can't front. I want to see this.
I do too.
I'm really curious about how they're going to play this because, hey. Quiet as kept. Salt. That was my boo.
You said Salt what?
Salt was my boo.
Oh.
I think everybody likes Salt, though. I like Peppa, too, but, yeah. And
Spinderella.
Spin was nice, too. I want to see the part of the biopic where Pepa turns down a nice guy to wait for Tretch, and the nice guy turns to Will Smith. I want to see that. But I'm an asshole. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see that. I heard they're involved in the production process, so I hope it be authentic. My only question is, well, my only issue of concern is it's going to be on Lifetime. Lifetime did the Aaliyah documentary. Lifetime did the Michael Jackson documentary. So
Lifetime trying to collect their coins.
That's a fact. So I'm curious at the level of production. I wish it would be on BET or even in theaters. But I'm tuned in so far. I want to see a trailer. We don't have a release date for it, but it is the same team that directed the New Edition miniseries for BET. So I think it might be lit. I'm saying lit way too much. I was in South Carolina. They said a lot down there. This is the Bama Down hangover, isn't it? Like, I'm talking about this shit like every 5 seconds. But yeah, I'm curious to see this movie this miniseries. I think it'd be great. But we get more information as it develops. Dope part of the show. G, what do you have streaming for us? And there you have it. Exactly. Nothing. Out of respect for Nip, which I love this, by the way, the entire hip-hop community has decided not to release anything. Schoolboy Q was going to release his album. He decided not to. YG was going to release the album. He decided not to.
Yeah, I was about to say YG. I know YG was going to release one.
Yeah. And we just got a tweet from Janae Aiko. Literally just tweeted this before you came on the show. And I actually read her tweet. And I never know how to pronounce her name. Aiko, whatever, her. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She says she's not going to release any music for the entire month out of respect for Nip. So it's really dope when the community, the culture comes together.
Yep. Because literally that's all I'm streaming.
So yeah, I invite y'all to stream Nip. Whatever Nip you got, stream it. Stream Nip and help his, and listen, I'm a big proponent of buying music. Don't buy it, stream it. Help his sales, because he owned his masters, so all those sales go to his family. Support the marathon. And let's get back to the culture, y'all.
I'm about to say, matter of fact, for those who don't know, let's throw out a couple titles.
Go ahead. Yeah, let's do that.
All right, so let's see. Bullets Ain't Got No Name, Volume 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Crenshaw, Hustling, Mailbox Money, The Marathon Continues. Let's see, Neighborhood Nipsey, Famous Lies and Unpopular Truths, Hustling, No Pressure. Let's see, Slauson Boy 1 and 2. And of course, Victory Lap.
Of course. And most of these are available to stream on Tidal. So go to Tidal, of course, stream it, play it, put it on repeat. I was actually, most of this weekend, I was actually listening to No Pressure and Victory Lap. But I think The Marathon Continues is probably my two favorite projects. I'm really upset with Victory Lap because we can't get what it should have been. And I hate listening to this in hindsight, but we both picked this album as one of our top 5 albums of the year. So we knew.
Yeah.
It's so much good shit up here. It's really a lot of good shit up here, y'all. Y'all really need to go back and listen to these albums. No Pressure's really good. He used a lot of auto-tune on that one, which was okay. But go check it out. Support Nip. Rest in peace, Nip. It's dope that his effect is still being felt. I'll be honest with you. I was in a funk for most of last week.
Yeah.
I didn't really, I can't say get out of it because I'm still not out of it now. But I didn't really start feeling normal till Saturday. You know what I mean? It's really affecting me. And then when Pac was killed, I didn't talk for 3 days. Literally, I was that fucked up. But this feels different. And we talked about this on last week's episode. Make sure you go check it out. But this feels different. Don't forget, if you're in the Los Angeles area or plan to be, Nipsey's funeral is Thursday from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. West Coast time at the Staples Center. Tickets are still available. They are free. You don't have to pay anybody. You don't have to buy anything. If somebody tries to sell you a ticket, they're joking. Go to staplescenter.com/Nipsey Hussle and go to the funeral and show your respect to a great brother, a great man. I think that's it. I think we're probably under an hour, but oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really think that's it. Oh, one more thing for my wrestling heads out there. Yesterday, we're recording this on Monday, so yesterday was Sunday. Kofi Kingston won the WWE Heavyweight Championship, which technically makes him the first ever black heavyweight champion. I know you're going to say The Rock, but let's be honest, Rock wasn't really black. He's hot Hawaiian. They kind of build him as a mix. So let's say Kofi's the first ever dark-skinned heavyweight champion, which is a monument time. So shout out to Kofi Kingston. Shout out to my wrestling fans. I see y'all out there. I think that's really it. Anything else you want to get out, Jay?
Nope. I think I'm good.
Next week, Ari will be back. See, these shows without Ari, they either run really long or really short. Because we'll get to talking and we just be talking about wild shit.
Yeah.
or we'll stick on pace and we finish it like 45 minutes. It's really crazy. That's why she adds that to the show. I will say the college national title game is going on right now. It's Virginia versus University of Texas Tech. Yeah, something like that. So by the time y'all hear this, it'll be done. Hope Virginia won. It's a VA thing. You get it. I think that's it, man. Follow us online, social media, all that good shit. I'm really trying to think of anything else.
No, I can't think of nothing else.
I'm going through the rundown really quick. I'm just going through the group chat really fast, because I feel like we've rushed through this shit. But I really can't think of anything else. Yeah, that's it. Let's just get out here. So, for G, for Ari, for Just, for everybody, as always, you may agree with what we say. You may not agree with what we say.
Okay.
But one thing you can agree with.
What's that?
We keep it uncut.
Uncut.
Until next time, we'll catch you on the internet.
See ya.